Hi friends, we hope you are well. Today is a Wednesday, so we are here. I don't know if you can see back right there. We have Sir Odin. He's taking a lunch break. Gonna be doing some school. Say hi to our friends. Hi friends. So real quick, let's go do some shopping. And we're back. Well, what did you get at the store, you ask? The things that we need to make macaroni and cheese. Homemade macaroni and cheese, thanks to Miss Samantha Perez. Shout out to Samantha for the challenge. Thank you, Sammy. All right, and because I want to switch it up a bit, we're going to do a Ani Dixon edition. Yes, because we know Miss Ani likes to put peas and ham and macaroni. So we're gonna add some peas and ham to this mess. Hopefully it's not a mess. I've never done this before. It's a first. I did a little research and found a recipe I am going to copy. So what did we get at the store, you asked? You said you were supposed to answer that a little bit ago, Amy. Well, 1 can of evaporated milk. What? Evaporated milk? But why? Well, there's actually a science behind it, and I do not have a science brain. I would draw the label and not do the science bit. I like to do art, not science. Science is cool, science is important, but I'm not very good at science. Anyhow, evaporated milk. You will not use the whole can unless you're making a whole of macaroni. So, evaporated milk, not condensed milk. No, evaporated milk only. The other stuff is sweet and really thick. This, you can shake it. If you have a hard time reading when you go shopping, just take it, and if you can hear it shake inside of there, that's the one you want. Evaporated milk. We got some pasta. So, the store was out of elbows. So we got this stuff here. See that? Odin said, let's get the swirly one. So we got the swirly one. We could have got shells. So hopefully this works for our magic mess. Then we got some cheese. I'll show you that. We got some cheese. Some cheddar cheese. Don't get light or low fat. You want all that fat in there. Okay? And I'll show you the other stuff as we get going because it's gonna be a while. I'm gonna keep the video going the whole time so we can see how long this takes us. Let's set our timer, right? And we are going to begin our process. So this kind of tripped me out on this recipe. So let's see, we have 1 pound of, what is this? Pasta. And we're not gonna make it all because there's nobody here and I can't share my food with you. And the person I would share food with, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to go over there to deliver it. So what we're gonna do is we're going to measure out 2 cups of dry pasta. I forgot there was a noodle in there. All right, here we go. And I usually don't measure stuff. That's not how I work in the kitchen unless I'm baking. So I might not even do this. So I'm gonna put, hold you. I'm going to put about that much in. So here's the trippy thing. So I want you to come with me for a second, okay? Just really quick. We are going to take you on a little shaky adventure. And oh my gosh, I can't even redo that. So see how the pasta's in there like this? So what they say is only add, I have my water, my filtered water, tap water is fine. They say to just put enough water to barely cover your noodle. Okay, so my noodle isn't totally covered. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my burner on to like an 8. You see that? It's not a lot of water. It's just barely enough to cover it. And then we're gonna babysit it for a while. That's why we've got the timer on, because I want to see how long it actually takes us to make this. So here we are. And you're gonna literally babysit it, meaning you're gonna stand by and keep it safe, keep it from drying out. See that? Okay, never done this before, remember? Sammy was challenging me. Well, hello, here we are. So, while we wait, we have this, we could grate our cheese, right? So let's get the cheese back out. Now the recipe says you're gonna do like sort of how you make rice. If you ever made rice, wrong, scratch that. It's not how you make rice. 1-to-1, meaning say I have 2 cups of noodles, for example, then I would grade 2 cups of cheese. So here's my cheese. You don't get to watch me, sorry. So I'm just gonna guess here. It's all right to guess, okay? Guessing is what makes cooking in the kitchen fun. I wish you could grate cheese with me and see what I was doing. Maybe if I lower this, let's check that out. Yeah, look at that. Fun. Edit mess. There you are. Oh, there you aren't. Oop, here we go. Nope. Well, isn't that a sad day? There it is. How's that? Can you see me? Yeah. Welcome to cheese heaven. All right, here we go. So I cut about this much cheese, and again, that's just a guess-a-roo. Yeah, we're not really shaking like we did last time because Miranda showed me where the tripods were. Here we go. Do you see that? Look at the size of that mouse. It is huge, and it walks. I know why he's in here, because he wants a piece of cheese. Here, I will give you some, son. All right, and my water's not boiling yet, but it's on, and it's gonna, so I figured we'll just spend some time chatting and talking is what we're gonna do today while we wait and prep our food. There you go. A mouse likes cheese. There you go, mousey moo. All right, gotta wash my hands. So I'm over this thing. Yeah. 20 seconds is a long time, but worth it. Stay safe in the kitchen. All right, we're back. Let's do this super fun job here. All right, welcome back to this version, which you just get to see my chin acne. Yeah, wear a mask all day, gets pimples. There we are, welcome back. All right, so I'm just gonna give this a little stir. So the reason why you're cooking with very little water is because as that water is soaked up into your hard noodle and makes your noodles soft, it's gonna make like a thick water with all that starch. So as you cook your noodles, starch comes out of your noodle, and you want that starchy slurry to make your cheese sauce. And again, what are you doing with that evaporated milk, Amy? That is weird. Well, it's not weird, because if you were to use regular milk, from what I understand, that would curdle and make your cheese like really, really oily because of the fats that are in the milk and the fats that are in the cheese. So the evaporated milk has a lot of those fats taken out of it. Don't quote me. Don't use me in your science project. I am not Google. Anyhow, and then I saw the guy like do this with a not a very important knife. Don't tell anybody I'm gonna try this. I don't know if it works, so. Oh, that is cool. Okay, so you can't just put one hole in your can. I don't recommend trying this at home if you don't feel safe with throwing a knife around. So, wow, that's pretty cool. You always need a hole for the air to escape. Anyhow, so now that I have excited myself by using my knife to punch holes in a can, which I'll probably end up using a can opener. Anyhow, here we are. We're still stirring this. So you don't want to cook your noodle until it's completely all the way done. They call it al dente, which is got a little like chew to it, because we're gonna pull it off the stove, or at least the high heat, add our condensed milk after it's close to al dente, because you're gonna keep cooking the noodle in your evaporated milk. Again, I chose not to measure anything because it's pretty much an eyeball thing. Kind of just add it and see if it's creamy enough. Add your cheese, add your salt. You know what we could do? We could cut our ham. Ham about that. Let's check it out. If I've left any room on our cutting board. How is everybody? The weather is mighty warm. I think we're gonna need to do a video on emergency preparedness soon and remind everybody how to be prepared for wildfires. I know it's not summer yet, but we haven't had a lot of rain yet this spring and winter, or winter rather. So I'm honestly already a little nervous about fire season, but it's better to be prepared than scared. So I will have another video coming soon about emergency preparedness and how to feel prepared. And I also have little wind-up radios to offer you, those of you who attend art program, or if you happen to fall on this video, I'm sorry, but thank you for being here, and you live here locally, I could probably arrange to help you get one of those wind-up radios. I don't have money to ship anything, but we could do a porch drop-off or a porch pickup. So this is still cooking. So what we're gonna do is we are going to bring you down for some ham time. Hammer time. Who is from the 80s and or the 90s and remembers, let's get rid of that in my arm, MC Hammer. So I like Applegate products. There you are, Applegate products. You buy what you can afford. I think this was the most expensive thing on my shopping list today. We went to SPD in Nevada City and bought a organic like Gatorade thing, not Gatorade. That was $3. So our total came to $22.14. You might say, but Amy, buying an Amy's box of mac and cheese is way cheaper than what you're doing. You're right, but I didn't use all of my noodles. I'm not gonna use all of my hammy. I'm not gonna use all of my cheesy, and I probably won't use all my evaporated milk, and evaporated milk can be used for other things. Like in the back of here it says polenta. Oh, I haven't had polenta forever. Anyhow, we're babysitting. Don't be the babysitter who falls asleep while you're babysitting. I still made a lot. I mean, that's would feed at least 1.5 teenagers. So here's my ham. My hands are clean, so I don't mind reaching in there, but I think I'm not. And I'm gonna take a clean knife and separate some of this. Now, some of you might be like, ew, I don't eat ham. That's all right. Find some turkey. I don't really eat ham either. I eat bacon. I used to be a pepperoni vegetarian, meaning I only ate pepperoni. So there's our ham. Here's that walking mouse again. Hey, boo. I'm gonna put my ham back away. Yeah. Ham. You want a piece of ham? Yep. Okay. I'm just gonna, this is an experiment. You want a whole piece or half a piece? Half. Okay, so we will cut our ham in half.
What is ham? Pig?
Pig. There
Yummy.
you go. Okay, and we're just gonna cut our ham in little squares. Doesn't have to be pretty. You're gonna want it, you know, bite size. You know, ham can be salty. That's kind of why I buy that Applegate. This is the bad knife. That's the wrong knife for that. Look at this. What are you doing, Amy? Showing people how to use the wrong knife. Okay, now it looks good. It's already that time. It's already lunchtime. My ham. I'm gonna keep my peas. Actually, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my peas. That is the peas in the freezer. We're just gonna let it be. I'm gonna bring you over here and show you what's happening. See if we can steam up the, see how there's still water in there. There's not a lot. You can kind of feel how your noodle's done when it's this shape by just how they move across the spoon. All right, do that. Keep that girl going and put you back over here and bring you back up. Welcome. Welcome to the, Amy doesn't like to do a lot of editing because she likes to get her videos up quick. And the YouTuber that I watch doesn't do much editing either, although he wears a camera on his head, which is pretty cool. I don't have a camera for my head yet. I need to invest in a GoPro. GoPro would be a lot of fun, especially when we're out cleaning our local trail. All right, so it's been 12 minutes since we started our video together. Spring is coming. What have you seen around your yard or town that reminds you that spring is near? Anybody? Little mouse in the house. Come here. I have a question for you. What is something that you have seen around our yard that shows you that spring is coming?
Well, two things: the daffodils and flies.
Daffodils and flies. So the flies are back. What do you do with the flies?
We catch them and then feed them to the chickens. They're like.
Pretty much. Pretty much. And if you ever seen the movie The Fly, and I'm not talking the one from the 80s, I'm talking the one from the 60s. That's a really good one. You should check it out. I always think that it might be somebody's husband that he is feeding the chickens. He's feeding the chickens somebody's husband who has turned into a fly. All right, what's happening over here? Yeah, so the daffodils in our yard are blooming. This is boiling. The daffodils are not boiling. I am going to let that cool for a hot minute and check it out. I think it's got some work. Oh, hot 2 minutes maybe. It's not done yet. Maybe if I had a smaller noodle, it wouldn't be taking so long. I don't know. That is really close to being done, but I want my slurry to be less watery, a little bit less water. So we're gonna keep it going. Now I'm gonna add salt to the end, just to be safe, because the cheese has salt in it, the ham has salt in it, and I don't want to just eat salty noodle. So here we go. It's still cooking down. There's still some liquid in there. And just do that. What else? What have I been doing lately besides teaching first grade to that mouse right there? Hanging out with our chickens. I think we really need to go back and do another video of us reading a story to the chickens. Maybe a short story, because our friend Miss Erin gave us a really great book. And but I was thinking about the bunny book.
Oh, Bunzitsu bunny.
Bunzitsu. There's short little stories in the book, so we could make a short video. All right, still happening. Would you like to see what's going on over here? Let me show you. Come on in. See, through all this steam, there is still a little water left. So we're just being patient, hanging out in the kitchen. It is so close. I want the water to probably be gone. And then I'm gonna turn the stove down and add our evaporated milk. Should've, could've, would've got the shells. They probably would've cooked a lot faster for you today, but it's kind of fun to experiment and have a little challenge. I think what I might do for the next cooking video, I know we did pizza months ago, but I might do a French bread pizza video with you next week, because those are things you don't have to make a dough. You just buy a French bread roll at your local grocery, and sometimes those are cut in half but sometimes they're not. So I'll see if I can find one so you don't have to worry about using a knife to cut that in half. Again, a lot of the videos that we've been sharing are simple videos if you live alone. It's a good meal with leftovers. Some things you can double up and share with your family. So close. You know what? Just because there's a lot of noodles in here, I am going to try another noodle. Noodles, noodle. Odin might be going back to school 1 day a week next month. I am excited about that. Very excited. I'm gonna turn my stove down because it appears that I have lost most of my water. So let's see, how did it go? It went, let's see if this works with my holes. Pour some in again. Look at that. Can you see? It's just barely coming out. I think what I need to do is pour from the other side. There we go. So again, you're just kind of covering, you don't want a soup, right? You want it thick, and you can always add more of this. So come with me real quick, would you? On a sweet, cheesy adventure ride. So here's my cheese, and I'm just gonna take, see how that's, I probably won't use all of this, but I'm gonna put it in here. Oh, heck, I might use all of it. There we go. I'm just gonna stir, 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 stir. Stir, 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 stir. Gonna melt that all in there. See how juicy it is? I wouldn't add any more milk, but I would definitely let this cook a bit. And I'd probably say, let's add more cheese. So here we go. There we go. A little bit more. You can always grate more cheese, you know? I think I'm gonna try to see if this cooks up anymore, because that's pretty soupy. But I don't know about you, but I kind of like my macaroni cheese a little soupy, but not a lot soupy, but you know, a little. Okay, we're gonna come back over here. Welcome back to that position. Frozen peas. I like frozen peas because I make this Portuguese stew, and I love putting peas in my stew. So I'm just gonna, and then it kind of feels more like a meal. You got some protein, some meat in there, a vegetable of peas, you know? Did you know when I cook, I don't know if I've told you this before, of something else I've made, that I like to use vinegar, a little dash of vinegar, like, whoops, sorry. When I'm making my like spaghetti sauce or my stews, I like to use vinegar instead of, or as well as a little bit of salt. Vinegar brings out a lot of other flavors. You don't want to use a lot of vinegar. The recipe that I'm following, he pulled out of his fridge a little bit of hot sauce, and he just put a dash of hot sauce in here, not to make the noodles hot per se, but to use that vinegar to like blow the flavor out. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go behind you here. Oh, Natalie still has spoons here. Okay, so this is cooking a little bit. I'm going to just see how much salt we need. Oh my gosh, that's actually really good. I'm not a big macaroni and cheese girl. Just a dash of salt is what we need. Time to turn our stove down. Now, I would probably add just a, no, I wouldn't, because that's quite a bit of cheese in there. So I'm gonna put my ham in like that. And I think I'm gonna turn this stove off. Hammer toe. Just Don't let it go to waste, right? Oops, speaking of wasting. Okay, I probably could have added a little bit more ham. Just take this off the cotton's still there. For the sake of time, you can always add more ham later, especially if you are wanting more. Or maybe that's all you had, so that's what it is. Look at that. Keep everything out of your bowl. And peas too. Well, how did that go? Eat everything off your plate and pea? Oh, I don't remember how it went. Eat everything and then pee on your plate. I don't want to pee on my plate or my bowl. Anyhow, long time ago. Look at this. Look, would you look at that? Would you look at this? Come look at this. There she is. Look at that. Let's put it in a serving bowl. You know what? I just can't move forward without adding more ham. I lied to y'all. I lied to you today. I just want another piece of ham in there. Don't sing for a job, Amy. I won't. I'm sorry. I just miss everybody so bad. You know how... Wrong knife. I know you can't see me, but I'm just chopping ham again really quick. Really quick. Like that. And I'm dumping her in there like this. Yeah, that's better. And then I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna put this in here like that, all sloppy like. I'm gonna show you again how easy that was. All right, Miss Oni, I challenge you to make this for your mother. Sammy, have at it. All right, and one more bite without you looking at me. That was just peas. Okay, one more bite. Not bad, not bad. All right, my friends, I'll catch you next week. I hope you're well. Leave a comment below if you want me to make something that you're interested in. All right, bye.